Jeff, let's talk about what Jesus said about homosexual behavior.
Well, it's important to understand what Jesus taught because that argument is brought up so often, that Jesus never mentioned homosexuality. And we need to understand a couple of things. First, there are a lot of different issues that Jesus never talked about. He never talked about drug abuse or spousal abuse or incest, things like that. And second, Jesus is the Son of God. He's one with the Father and the Spirit. So in the Old Testament, when God gives the law and says that homosexuality is not right, that's Jesus saying that too, because he's one with God. And third, when Jesus was asked about divorce, he pointed back to God's original design, was that marriage was between a man and a woman. And homosexuality never came into question at that point. So we know that he believed what Jewish people taught at that time, that marriage was between one man and one woman.
Now, some people contend that there are only a handful of scriptures on the subject.
Well, there are only a few passages about homosexuality, but you can't judge the importance of something by how many times the Bible mentions it. And every time Scripture does mention homosexuality, it says it's wrong. If you were to look at how often a subject is mentioned and toss it out if it's only mentioned once or twice, then we would probably toss out the phrase, "Judge not lest you be judged," because that's only in there one or two times as far as I can find. And more importantly than that, all of Scripture affirms God's design for heterosexual marriage between one man and one woman.